Hello, chosen one. The masks are cracking and God's truth is breaking through. For too long, deceit and falsehood have thrived in the shadows, but nothing escapes the eyes of the Almighty. Now, His light is shining, exposing what was hidden and unraveling the lies that many believed would never come to light. This is a divine moment, a signal that the time for truth and justice has arrived. The lies of those who sought to manipulate and oppress are losing their grip, and God's hand is at work. His justice is not delayed, and no mask is strong enough to withstand the force of His truth. The proud and the deceitful who thought they could evade His gaze are now standing on shaky ground. This is your moment to stand in faith. If you've been humiliated, rejected, or overlooked, know this: God has not forgotten you. The truth is rising, and those who remained faithful in the shadows will soon be lifted into His light. Stay with me as we explore this powerful shift, where God's justice prevails and the humbled are exalted. The fall of masks marks the rise of something far greater, His divine truth. The beginning of the end. The masks are already cracking. Do you feel it? The lies around you are losing their grip. The masks that once hid intentions, motives, and truths are beginning to crack. These illusions, carefully constructed by those who sought to deceive, can no longer withstand the weight of authenticity. It's as if the universe itself is applying pressure, forcing what is false to unravel. This is not random. It is the natural consequence of truth asserting itself. For so long, these masks have been a shield for those who feared exposure. They allowed people to pretend, to manipulate, to project images that served their selfish purposes. But every illusion has an expiration date. When cracks appear, it is a sign that their time is up. Justice demands authenticity, and no lie can stand forever. This is a moment of reckoning. It may feel subtle at first, like whispers in the wind, but make no mistake, it is powerful. What was once hidden is being forced into the open. Those who wear masks are beginning to falter, their confidence shaken. They can feel it, even if they don't fully understand it yet. But why now? Because truth operates on its own timeline. It doesn't rush, nor does it delay. It arrives precisely when it is meant to. The cracks in the masks are a divine signal that the time of pretense is over. The false comfort they provided is being stripped away, leaving only the bare, unfiltered reality. For those who have suffered under these illusions, this is the beginning of vindication. The lies that were used to harm you are losing their power. The faces that once seemed so convincing are now exposed as hollow. This is the start of something greater, a shift that will restore balance. And let's be clear, this is not just about others. This moment calls everyone to examine their own authenticity. Have you been true to yourself? Have you stood firm in your values? As the masks of others fall, the light of truth will illuminate everything, leaving no place to hide. When masks begin to crack, it is a sign that justice is preparing to act. The illusions are fading, and the truth is coming into focus. Stay steadfast, for the beginning of the end for falsehood is the beginning of victory for what is real. God is at work, revealing hidden truths. Nothing remains hidden from God. In a world where deception often feels victorious, this truth is unwavering. There is no lie, no secret, no hidden agenda that escapes divine eyes. The masks people wear may fool others for a while, but not forever. God is at work, peeling back the layers of falsehood and exposing what has been concealed in the shadows. This is not a passive process. It's deliberate, intentional, and unstoppable. The hand of God moves like a light piercing through the darkest corners, leaving nothing untouched. The whispers of deceit, the plots crafted in secrecy, the actions carried out under a veil of pretense, none of it can withstand the force of divine truth. For those who have endured betrayal and injustice, this moment is profound. It's a reminder that their pain was never ignored. While it may have seemed like the falsehoods around them were thriving, God was watching, waiting for the appointed time to act. This is not an act of vengeance, but of alignment. Truth must surface because it is part of a greater plan, a plan where justice reigns and deception has no place. And when the truth is revealed, it doesn't come quietly. It shakes the foundations of everything built on lies. Relationships crumble, systems falter, and reputations collapse. But for those who have walked in integrity, it is a moment of vindication. Their struggles were not in vain. The exposure of truth brings clarity and restores balance, even in ways that may not yet be fully understood. This revelation is not just about exposing others, it's a transformative force. It changes everyone it touches. Witnessing the truth emerge can be unsettling, even for those who longed for it. It demands reflection, humility, and a willingness to let go of any attachment to the illusions that once felt safe. The truth does more than reveal. It transforms. It strips away the unnecessary and refines what is real. As God brings hidden truths to light, the world shifts closer to His design. This is not the end of the process, but the beginning of something far greater. Trust in His timing, for it is perfect. Trust in His work, for it is thorough. And trust in the truth, for it is unstoppable. The weight of hypocrisy, the hour of reckoning. The false may deceive for a time, but never forever. Hypocrisy is heavy. It weighs on the soul of the one who wears it, even if they don't feel it yet. Those who build their lives on lies carry a burden they can never truly escape. They live behind masks of deceit, hiding their selfishness, their cruelty, and their indifference. But the hour of reckoning always comes. No one escapes justice. Not the ones who manipulate, not the ones who harm, not the ones who hide. The hypocrites around you may have seemed untouchable in their arrogance, invincible in their schemes. Yet even now, their masks are beginning to crumble. That weight they've carried, the lies they've told, the lives they've damaged, is dragging them down. For too long, hypocrisy has allowed false power to thrive. It creates a facade of strength, a fake righteousness designed to fool others. But God sees through it all. Hypocrisy is no match for the piercing light of truth. It cannot stand when confronted with what is real, and it cannot endure under the watchful eyes of divine justice. For those who have suffered in the shadow of this hypocrisy, know this: their time is running out. The masks they use to hide their intentions are becoming brittle. The games they played are nearing their end. Justice does not forget. It does not rest. It moves silently, and when it strikes, it leaves no doubt. This moment of reckoning is not just a consequence, it's a correction. It's the natural order being restored. The lies that brought harm will collapse under their own weight. The hypocrites will face the emptiness of their actions, and the ones they sought to diminish will rise, standing in the light of authenticity and truth. Hypocrisy cannot survive the truth. It falls, leaving behind nothing but silence and void. Remember this: justice may seem slow, but it is never absent. Those who have built their lives on lies will see the foundations crack and fall. And when that happens, the truth will prevail, unshaken and absolute. The light of truth, the force that shatters appearances. Truth is like lightning. It strikes without warning, cutting through everything false. When the light of truth shines, it doesn't ask for permission. It pierces through layers of pretense, exposing every hidden flaw. Those who lived comfortably behind their masks find themselves unprepared for its power. Truth does not negotiate. It does not spare what is false. It burns away illusions with precision and leaves only what is real. This revelation is a moment of reckoning. It is not subtle or slow. It is immediate and overwhelming. The appearances that once held sway over others, false humility, feigned kindness, manipulative charm, shatter like glass. And for those who believed in these illusions, the betrayal is sharp and undeniable. But this light is not here to destroy for the sake of destruction. Its purpose is far greater. Truth liberates. It sets free those who have been bound by the lies of others. It lifts the weight from those who were crushed by deceit. And for the ones who walked in the shadows of manipulation, it provides clarity. The confusion that once clouded their minds dissolves, replaced by an understanding that only the light can bring. For those who relied on masks, this is a moment of terror. They can no longer hide. Their carefully constructed personas crumble under the weight of the undeniable. What they feared the most is now reality. The world sees them for who they truly are. But for those who endured their lies, this is a moment of triumph. Finally, the truth that was long obscured stands unshaken and absolute. This light is unstoppable. It doesn't waver or dim in the face of resistance. Its purpose is pure, and its reach is infinite. Those who thought they could escape it realize too late that no shadow is deep enough to conceal them. And when the truth emerges, it does not just reveal, it transforms. It dismantles what is false and rebuilds what is right. When the light of truth shines, it does not leave room for lies to exist. It clears the way for justice, leaving no stone unturned. And in its brilliance, those who have stood firm in authenticity are vindicated, while those who hid in deceit face the consequences they can no longer avoid. The time of justice, those who hid behind lies will be confronted. The harvest of what has been sown has finally come. For too long, those who lived in falsehood believed they could escape justice. They wore their masks of deceit with pride, thinking they had outsmarted everyone, even God. But the clock of divine justice never stops ticking. It may appear silent, but it is never still. And now, the time has come for the masks to fall and the truth to confront them head-on. No one can outrun the consequences of their actions. The lies they told, the harm they caused, the trust they shattered, all of it has been recorded, waiting for this moment. Justice does not forget. It does not favor the powerful or the cunning. It moves with precision, balancing the scales and ensuring that every hidden deed is brought into the light. This is the hour of confrontation. Those who relied on manipulation and deceit will see their walls of illusion crumble, their strategies, their charm, their feigned innocence. It will all fail them now. The truth is relentless, and when it meets the lie, it demands an answer. What once seemed untouchable is now exposed, and the reckoning is unavoidable. But justice is not just about exposing lies, it's about restoring balance. It is the process by which what was broken is mended, and what was stolen is returned. For those who suffered under deception, this is not just a moment of clarity, it is a moment of empowerment. The same truth that confronts the deceiver also uplifts the righteous. It declares that their endurance, their faith, and their commitment to integrity were not in vain. And let this be clear, justice does not operate on human terms. It is not bound by our timelines or expectations. It comes exactly when it is meant to, and when it arrives, it leaves no stone unturned. The ones who thought they could manipulate their way through life will find that their lies were never truly hidden. The truth was simply waiting for the appointed time to act. The time of God's justice is perfect, and no one can escape it. Those who lived in falsehood will face the weight of their actions, while those who stood in truth will see the fruits of their endurance. This is the moment where everything shifts, where the scales are balanced, and where the righteous are vindicated. The rise of the humiliated, the final triumph of truth. Now is the time for the humiliated to be exalted. For too long, you have walked in the shadows of rejection and humiliation. You endured the whispers, the mocking, and the disbelief of those who refused to see your worth. They used their lies to push you down, to make you question your purpose. But what they didn't realize was that every act of injustice against you was preparing you for this moment. This is the divine reversal. The masks have fallen, and the truth has revealed who you truly are, a chosen one, called for a higher purpose. Those who sought to diminish you now stand face to face with their own emptiness. Their false power has crumbled, and they are left with nothing but the weight of their own deceit. But you, who held on to faith even in the darkest moments, are rising. This is not a moment of simple vindication. It is a complete transformation. The same light that exposed the lies of others now illuminates your path. What once seemed impossible is now within reach. The tables have turned, and the ones who laughed at your pain are now silenced by your resilience. Their opinions no longer hold any power over you. God's justice is not just about punishment for the deceivers. It is about elevation for the faithful. You are being lifted, not because of vengeance, but because of purpose. Your struggles were not wasted. Every tear, every moment of rejection, every humiliation was seen. And now the fruits of your endurance are being revealed. This is your time. The voices that tried to silence you can no longer drown out the truth. The ones who sought to control your narrative no longer hold the pen. You are walking into a new reality, one where your worth is undeniable and your purpose is clear. The humiliated have become the exalted, and the truth has secured their place. This is the final triumph of authenticity over deceit, of faith over manipulation. The masks are gone, and the ones who stood firm are now standing tall. Your victory is not just for you. It is a testament to the power of enduring truth and unshakable faith. The masks have fallen, and the truth stands victorious. This journey has shown us that no lie can endure forever, and no injustice goes unnoticed. For those who have held on through the storms of deceit, your time has come. Justice is at work, and the scales are being balanced. The humiliated are being lifted, the faithful are being vindicated, and the false are left with nothing but their own emptiness. If this message resonated with you, I invite you to take a step further. Subscribe to this channel and become part of a community that seeks spiritual growth, divine justice, and truth. Hit the like button to show your support and share this video with someone who needs to hear this message today. Together, we can amplify the light of truth and create a space where authenticity thrives. To you who have listened with an open heart, thank you. Know that you are not alone on this journey. You are seen, you are valued, and you are part of a greater purpose. May you walk with strength, faith, and the knowledge that justice is always at work, even when unseen. Until next time, stay strong and stay true. The best is yet to come.